Is there anything anyone can't eat?
Oh yeah, I'm allergic to shellfish.
Okay, no worries.
It's very shellfish of me.
Antonia.
Can you imagine I literally say that every single time I sit down at a restaurant? It's really embarrassing, like a dad joke.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Tell me about the preps for Frieze. Like this year we're opening the fair with you. Like it's like one of the first presentations that people will see when they walk into the tent. How does it feel? How is it all coming along? What's the plan?
Well, you're here, so I can't say that it's terrifying. So I feel really confident.
It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for you. And it's your first time in the gallery section, Antonia, as well, right? So it's like double celebration, right?
And like I remembered the first day of the first preview of the first time I ever did Frieze, and it was so meaningful. I know that, you know, that might seem a bit silly, but as a Londoner, I grew up going to Frieze and I had no idea, you know, how you get to do Frieze. It seemed like this unattainable destination.
Yeah, no, I feel the same. I think it was like growing up and like going to art school and being like, oh, Frieze is the kind of like a pinnacle, like to do Frieze is major, I think.
It's iconic, yeah.
It's iconic. Wrapping my head around it is still a bit like wild.
Yeah, I can't really think of a better project to start showing in the gallery section with, because I'm so proud of our relationship and what we've done so far. And yeah, it just feels like you're from London, I'm from London.
Yeah, the London crew.
It's exciting.
I feel very like privileged and blessed. I'm making sculptural work and they tell like a really important story about trans history on the African continent. The necessity, but also what happens when there is no history, the kind of misunderstandings that happen. And I've also been thinking about reparative violence and the uses of violence for marginalized and oppressed people. And then there's a suite of collages that I'm making as well, doing like a self-portrait, an ode to this woman who I've been researching for 4 years, who lived in the 16th century. I want to just try something different and a little bit new. But it's, exciting.
It feels to me nowadays, the community has always been important, but it feels like today you really need the community to be able to make it. Like otherwise it's like, where do I even start? Like how do I even get going in this thing?
My fellow gallerist colleagues, as you know, are so important to me. You know, Angelina from Emmeline, Roja from Arcadia Missa, Sadie, Maureen, they've all been like such like ride or die supporters for me in the gallery. And like, I don't know how I'd get through a week running a gallery without one of them like helping me out with something or like sharing their experience with me. In the last couple of years, like all these younger galleries have opened, which is so exciting, I think so meaningful. And it's already like there's a sense of community among the different kind of generations of galleries. I mean, even like having a roster of artists is almost like a community, you know. My artists are so supportive. We really collaborate. What's really sweet is I see them connecting with each other as well. So a lot of them live in different places, but they're really welcoming of each other.
Whenever I think about my career, I think about all the people that have like helped and supported and like sustained me. Community for me is one of the most important things. I say to students all the time, the most important thing is not so much the degree or like what you learn, but the community that can sustain you, the people who give you the drive to continue to make work. If I didn't have a community, I don't think I would be here. I think probably be like living with my parents. There's the larger community of Black women artists, and then there's the community of trans women. They sustain me and give each other advice. The work that I make, when I first started making it, I was talking about being a Black trans woman and what that means, but it also meant that I needed other people to kind of like, does this make sense? Is this reflective of our experience? Is there things that I'm missing? But also, what is the impact of this work on you?
Have you both been to sessions before?
I have. Me? Yeah,
No.
been here.
First time?
It's cute, isn't it?
It is really
Yummy.
cute. Yeah. The food has been incredible.
I've been here before.
Yes.
My partner took me on a romantic date.
Nice.
Actually, we sat just there, and then I also came here for a gallery Christmas party.
Yeah, they do quite a lot with the gallery community, and we have them at the fair as well. And they also do really gorgeous installations in the restaurants at the fair. It's really beautiful.
And the architecture in here is stunning.
It used to be a courthouse.
I want to come back. I'll put it into the ether. Like, something will bring me back here and to other spaces like this.
We can do our next dinner here.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, I'll hold you to that.
What do you think is essential to being a gallerist in terms of how you work with artists?
They all have different needs, ideas, ways of working, communication styles. Learning that is a real joy for me, getting to know an artist and how they make their work, the processes and the thinking behind it. The other thing that this leads into is production, right? I love working with artists on production, whether that's like production of like a larger project, like a booth, but also, exhibition making is really important to me, but also the production of artwork. So, with Ebun's work, we work quite closely on the production.
Am I right in thinking also that in several cases, you are the first gallery that many of the artists on your roster are working with?
Yeah, I think artists in their early career, they really want to make the most of the opportunities. It's interesting having those conversations where we figure out together what's their goal, their aim, or what would you like to come out of this project.
So what attracted you to each other? What did you see in Ebun's work? Tell me a bit about this relationship.
I'll get shy. We were kind of like aware of each other and like said hi at things. But I had never seen your work. And actually I went to your show at VO and I was just completely blown away. I think working with an artist, when you know that it's the right thing, it's like striking a match. Like, it's just the perfect marrying of vision, really. There's something about Ebun's work that is so kind of powerful and yet so intimate at the same time.
Tell me how, what attracted you to Antonia and her vision?
One big thing was the roster. And then I think, like, from speaking to different people, I knew that you could get the things done that I wanted.
You did some research?
Yeah. I spoke to different people about you, the gallery. I felt like you had a reputation of, like, getting the things done. And obviously I think before we started working together, Wykin's, career and their trajectory had, been so amazing to watch and to see. And then I think Ria had her show at Tate. I was also like, maybe that can be done for me too, right?
And also we do have a giggle.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you both do if you were not an artist and a gallerist?
I think about this sometimes. I would be a gardener, I think.
Me too.
Really?
Me too.
Because my mum's a really avid gardener and she taught me when I was little to grow pretty much anything from seed, believe it or not.
Okay.
That's
good to know.
Advanced.
I know. And that's where I feel most relaxed, I think, is in the garden. Yeah. What about you?
I would open a bookshop cafe.
Ah, nice.
That's the dream.
Super nice.
Yeah.
Where would it be?
Yeah. Where would it be? East London, where the vibe is. I imagine it's big window front, but you have to kind of go down the stairs to go inside, and it's kind of a little bit dark, and there's lots of shelves everywhere.
Cozy.
Really cozy. Really,
Would there be
really cozy.
specialization in a certain type of publication or?
Definitely the underrepresented, queer, Black, African literature. That would be the vibe. Good
Sounds amazing.
coffees, good teas, wines and cocktails. Yeah.
Sounds really good. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
We should do
You should
it.
do it
Just do
anyway.
it.
How has it been running a gallery between when do you put the start date? 2018, 2017?
2018, January, yeah.
To 2025.
It's been a roller coaster.
Exactly. Tell me
It's been
about
a wild
that.
ride, I'm not going to lie. Do you know, it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. I opened the gallery in the tube station with absolutely no expectation that I would ever sell an artwork. I just fell in love with that space. And then, things shifted gears slightly. People wanted to buy the artworks. I always joke that there's two kinds of people who start galleries. There's people who have experience already working in galleries and know what they're doing, and then there's like the nutters like me who have no idea what they're doing and don't really realise that they're opening a gallery and suddenly they have a gallery.
How important is London as like a space for you to exist and be successful as a gallerist?
I just honestly wouldn't know how to do it anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's so meaningful to me to be here. I'm really interested in galleries that have really rooted and grounded here, like Maureen and Sadie. You know, they have such a strong presence in this city, and you know, I don't know where the art world in London would be without them, and I would love to be able to say the same for Soft Opening. I think also artists really need a strong home gallery. The gallery has to reflect me to some extent, like who I am and also what I want for my life, and I'd like to stay here. London's a great city. There's a lot of work to be done in London.
What about you, Ebun?
I feel one thing that I really love about London is the fact that there's so many people from around. Like, I think like going on the bus and hearing Yoruba, the language that I grew up with, being spoken was just like amazing, and so many different languages and different people and different kinds of faces that I've never seen before. Such like a melting pot of different experiences and cultures and ways of thinking and living that is like you can't really find anywhere else.
And you?
I feel like everything that I was able to do here, I was able to do it because it was in London. Like none of me would have happened anywhere else. I feel like this is a place where people from all over the world can come and find a place in the art world in a way that other cultural capitals didn't feel that open. So yeah, so I feel like really deeply indebted to London as like a place that's allowed me to be who I wanted to be. But it's been lovely, guys.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
Lovely to have lunch with you both.
Thank you.
So nice. Thank you for having us.